Whispers of the zombie apocalypse. The bustling streets of New Manhattan were a hive of activity, but beneath the surface, something sinister brewed. For months, reports of violent outbursts had circulated. Random attacks, people behaving like animals, biting others, and then disappearing into the night. The government dismissed the incidents as isolated cases of hysteria, but Dr. Eliza Monroe, a virologist, wasn't convinced. Eliza had spent the last decade studying rare pathogens in her underground lab, when a strange video surfaced showing a man attacking a bus driver with unnatural strength and an eerie lack of humanity. She decided to investigate. She obtained blood samples from one of the first victims, a man who had collapsed in a hospital and later vanished. What she found sent shivers down her spine. The blood was infected with a virus unlike anything she'd seen. It rewrote the host's DNA, forcing the body into overdrive while shutting down higher brain functions. The result was horrifying, a human stripped of thought and driven only by a hunger for flesh. Eliza dubbed it the necrovirus. By the time she contacted the authorities, it was too late. The virus had begun to spread through the city's water supply, mutating rapidly. Within days, the first wave of chaos erupted. Infected individuals, their skin pale and their eyes clouded, swarmed the streets. They moved in packs, driven by an insatiable urge to bite and infect others. Eliza barricaded herself in her lab, working tirelessly to develop a cure. Through her surveillance cameras, she watched the city fall. The military attempted to quarantine the area, but the infected were relentless. Every failed containment effort brought the apocalypse closer to global reality. Late one night, as Eliza was deep in her research, she heard faint whispers over her lab's intercom system. At first, she thought it was static, but the voices grew louder, incoherent yet haunting. "Help us! Join us!" Her blood ran cold. The whispers weren't human. Somehow the infected were communicating, organizing. She reviewed her data and realized the virus was evolving, linking the infected through a hive-like mind. They were no longer mindless. They were learning. Just as she discovered this, the lab's alarms blared. The infected had found her underground facility. The whispers turned to guttural growls as the creatures battered against the steel doors. Desperate, Eliza activated the building's defense systems, buying herself precious minutes. She uploaded her research to a secure server, hoping someone beyond the quarantine zone would find it. As the doors began to give way, she injected herself with an experimental serum, a risky attempt to immunize herself against the necrovirus. When the doors finally burst open, Eliza faced the horde. Her heart pounded as she realized the serum might not work. But instead of attacking, the infected stopped. They stared at her with their soulless eyes, then parted, creating a path. The whispers returned, clearer now. "You are one of us." Eliza stepped forward, torn between terror and curiosity, as the new world embraced her. The whispers of the zombie apocalypse were no longer distant. They were inside her mind.